Every day in America, 9 people are killed and more than 1,100 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. It is statistics like these that led the Department of Transportation to launch its first ever national ad campaign to raise awareness earlier this year.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
While technology is at the root of the problem, could it also be the solution? 2 companies are betting on it. I met up with Kevin Coppolino, Vice President of Corporate Development at Cell Control, and Olin Vanderlieden, Vice President of Sales and Business Development at Aegis Mobility. Kevin, welcome, and I'm grateful to you for putting your life in my distracted hands. Now, your device will do what? It will, and there, when I start driving, look at that. The phone just went to blank.
So at Cell Control, we developed a platform for safer driving, which allows you to set policy for your driver, whether it's a company or an individual, like a teenager. And when you reach a certain miles an hour, the actual phone will come up with this safe mode by Cell Control screen. And that's all done by the device, solar powered, up above the on the dashboard of the windshield.
It's like a little hang tag that you would have to go through a toll gate, and it communicates with the phone how? Via Bluetooth?
Via Bluetooth. And as you saw, when the vehicle came to a stop, the screen released. So what we're doing is we're taking away the driver's interaction and access to the phone while the wheels are actually moving.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to take another ride here. I'll see you back in just a second. Olin, I'm getting ready here to make a telephone call, and your device will not let me do that. How does it work?
So this is a software-only solution. It uses the GPS on the device to detect when you're driving. And then once you start driving, after about 7 to 10 seconds, it will lock it down. And at that point, it's preventing all calls and texts from coming through.
And there, did you see that? There it went, a curtain came down, and now I'm blocked from making a phone call or receiving a text or anything?
Correct. Now, there are some features of this that parents can choose to allow, like hands-free use, for example, but it's at the parent's discretion to set that profile up.
So the administrator sets the policy on it. Now
Correct.
I've come to a stop. What's going to happen?
Now you'll see that it'll switch, and you'll see an end of drive button within a couple of seconds after stopping.
All right, let's wait. Be patient. You know, watch pot never boils, as the saying goes. So it says passenger here.
End of drive. Now you can hit that.
End of drive, okay.
Now you've got full access to your device.
I've got full access to my device. I've got a little report on how I did, but I can go back and now complete my cell phone call if I want to. Let's hop out and continue our conversation. So, guys, both of these solutions are programmable, as I understand it, by an administrator, right? So you can choose what you'll allow and not allow.
Right. So the policy that the parent or the company fleet administrator sets is completely at their discretion. And then we just let technology take over from there to monitor those policy settings that they've made.
And in the case of your app, you can allow text messages, not allow text messages.
Well, we never allow text messages, but calls, you can decide whether you want to allow hands-free calls or not.
If I need to make an emergency call, can I do that?
Emergency calls are always permissible.
Yep. Same with us. 911 is always accessible, and you can also whitelist through the administration portal.
What's the price of your application for consumers? I can well imagine that for a fleet administrator, it'll be different.
Right. Fleet is obviously more based on their volume. For the consumers, our product, so the Drive ID solar device for the windshield and service for the entire family, comes in at about $129.
And yours is an application that you're going to bring to market in a novel way, in part through the state of Iowa.
We're bringing it to market with the state of Iowa, who is going to make that application free to young drivers 17 and under.
I can well imagine that insurance companies are going to love this, and they're going to see either the phone-only application, or in your case, the solar device, as a way to get people to drive more safely. If you have this device, we're either going to give it to you, or if you have it, we'll discount your premium.
There's a definite benefit in saving costs from avoided accidents. Not only that, but you get feedback on your driving, and it can, in this case, stimulate a conversation in the family about safe driving practices.
And I can get a report on where that car went, right?
Right. And in our case as well, Esurance has signed up with Cell Control, and it's about changing the behavior and building these young drivers as better drivers from the very beginning, and having that reporting in all those aspects.
Kevin, Olin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So our question for you, the viewers, is should new cars come equipped with the technology that prevents distracted driving? The voting has begun at cnbc.com/vote. I should note that I was driving in a controlled environment,
Right.
the CNBC. Well, it's
Right.
really not all that controlled. The CNBC parking lot. So go ahead and vote, and whether you think the new cars should come equipped with this technology. Now, Sue, as these guys pointed out, a determined individual
Right.
who's good at hacking can disable this. But the truth of the matter is, it's one way to make sure that your child, and you've got
Exactly.
3 and I've got a couple, isn't doing what they shouldn't be doing while they're driving.
I would put it in. I mean, mine aren't anywhere near old enough to drive, but I hope that technology like this is available when they are. I would put it in immediately because they're young. For young drivers, they're distracted, they text, they come from the texting generation. I didn't. So, you know, and in my car, I can just say call home and it calls home for me. So, you know, I'm all in favor of it.
All right, let's lock in the vote. It is really basically a dead heat there. 51% say no, new cars should not be forced to employ new technology that prevents distracted driving. 49% say yes. We will see where the technology goes and what
Yeah,
happens.
I
Sue?
think it's very cool. I really do. Thanks, Ty. All right, can nothing shake Rory McIlroy? That was an amazing match last night. Finished in the dark. The pro golfer winning his 2nd straight major last night. But he made one big mistake for all of the world to see. We'll tell you what it is. Power Rundown's next.